Did you know that nearly 48 million Americans get sick from foodborne illnesses every year, and more than 3,000 of them die? A significant portion of those affected are seniors. According to the CDC, older adults face a much higher risk due to weakened immune systems. But here's the shocking part. Many of these illnesses begin right inside your refrigerator, the very place you rely on to keep food safe. Recent studies reveal that improperly storing certain foods in the fridge can increase your risk of food poisoning, destroy essential nutrients, and even trigger harmful chemical changes. This is especially dangerous for seniors, and most people have no idea. If you've been placing certain fruits, vegetables, or pantry staples into the refrigerator without a second thought, you may be unknowingly putting your health at risk. In fact, the number one item on this list may be more harmful than you think. When chilled, it not only loses its nutritional value but can also produce toxic compounds. So stick around until the end. What you're about to learn could protect your health, or even save your life. Ready? Let's dive in. But first, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another health tip made just for you. Number 1. Peanut butter. For many older adults, peanut butter isn't just a snack, it's comfort. A nostalgic spread from childhood, now a convenient source of protein and healthy fats. But refrigerating this trusted staple could be doing more harm than good, especially for seniors. When peanut butter is placed in the fridge, it undergoes physical changes. The oils harden, the texture thickens. It becomes stiff, even unspreadable without effort. For those with arthritis, weak grip strength, or limited mobility, this small inconvenience becomes a frustrating daily obstacle. What was once easy now feels like a challenge. But this is just the surface issue. Cold temperatures can destabilize the monounsaturated fats in peanut butter, the same heart-healthy fats that help manage cholesterol and vascular health. When peanut butter is repeatedly taken in and out of the fridge, these fats begin to oxidize. Oxidation increases inflammation, potentially harming the organs seniors are trying to protect. Over time, refrigerated peanut butter also loses vital nutrients, like vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant essential for maintaining brain function and reducing oxidative stress. For older adults working to preserve memory and clarity, this nutrient loss is far from trivial. And there's an emotional aspect too. Food isn't just nourishment for seniors, it's routine, independence, and joy. When a familiar comfort like peanut butter becomes difficult to use or loses its appeal, it chips away at quality of life. The solution? Store peanut butter in a cool, dry pantry, tightly sealed and away from heat or direct sunlight. It stays creamy, spreadable, and nutritionally intact. Your hands will thank you. Your heart will too. But if peanut butter, seemingly harmless, carries these hidden risks, what about other kitchen staples? Let's move on. Number 2. Bananas. Bananas are soft, sweet, and easy to digest, a staple from childhood to old age. For seniors, they're a dependable source of potassium, energy, and comfort. But refrigerating bananas, even with the best intentions, can strip away everything that makes them so beneficial. When bananas are chilled, their enzymes shut down. The ripening process halts. The peel darkens. The fruit becomes oddly firm, yet unripe and bland inside. This isn't just a cosmetic issue. It's a loss of essential nutrients like dopamine and catechins, antioxidants that support brain function and emotional balance. For older adults, these compounds are key to fighting inflammation, oxidative stress, and cognitive decline. But once bananas are refrigerated, these nutrients begin to disappear quietly and permanently. Worse still, overripe bananas in the fridge can accumulate moisture beneath the peel, encouraging mold growth near the stem, another invisible risk for seniors. It's not just about taste or texture. It's about maintaining your health, your memory, and your peace of mind. Store bananas at room temperature, preferably on a hook or open fruit bowl with good airflow. If they ripen too quickly, peel and freeze them for smoothies or baking. But don't let the cold rob them of their power and rob you of their benefits. Number 3. Onions. Onions are the silent backbone of countless home-cooked meals, bringing comfort and warmth. For seniors, these meals often represent tradition, connection, and care. But storing onions in the fridge? that can quietly impact both your health and your food. Whole onions are naturally protected by papery skin and thrive in dry, well-ventilated spaces. The refrigerator, however, introduces humidity, softening their layers, dulling their flavor, and creating a breeding ground for mold and bacteria. This is more than just unappetizing. For seniors with sensitive digestive systems or weakened immunity, mold-contaminated onions can pose serious risks. Even chopped onions stored in containers can harbor dangerous microbes. And then there's what you lose nutritionally. Onions are rich in quercetin, a powerful anti-inflammatory compound that supports joint and heart health. But refrigeration accelerates nutrient loss, meaning the very food that could ease arthritis pain or protect your heart might lose its healing properties right under your nose. There's also the emotional toll. When trusted foods begin to taste off, smell odd, or behave differently, it can erode confidence in the kitchen, something deeply important to seniors. The fix? Store whole onions in a cool, dry basket with plenty of airflow, not in the fridge. When you treat them right, they'll return the favor in both flavor and health benefits. But if onions are a quiet risk, the next item is a full-on betrayal of trust. A fruit so common and seemingly harmless, yet easily ruined by cold storage. You've likely eaten one today. Now, let's talk about foods you must keep cold, or risk serious health issues. While some foods shouldn't be refrigerated, others become dangerous if they're not. The next three are essential to store properly, especially for seniors. Number 1. Cooked meats and leftovers. There's comfort in leftovers: the scent, the warmth, the memories. For many older adults, they represent independence, budget stretching, and home cooking. But improperly stored leftovers, especially cooked meats, can pose serious health risks. Once meat cools, dangerous bacteria like Listeria, Clostridium perfringens, and Salmonella can begin multiplying. In seniors who have weaker immune systems, even small amounts of contamination can lead to hospitalization, dehydration, or worse. Within just 2 hours at room temperature, cooked food can reach unsafe levels of bacteria. And these pathogens are invisible. They don't change the smell or look of your food. Even more concerning, food poisoning in older adults often doesn't cause the typical symptoms. Instead, it may present as dizziness, confusion, or a low-grade fever, symptoms that are easy to overlook until it's too late. The takeaway: don't wait. If you're not eating it immediately, cool it down and refrigerate it quickly, ideally within 2 hours. Store in sealed containers and label with dates. Most leftovers are safest consumed within 3 to 4 days. Number 2. Dairy products. Dairy. Milk, cheese, yogurt carries a sense of tradition. A glass of milk, a slice of cheese, a spoonful of yogurt. For seniors, these can be sources of comfort and vital nutrition. But they must be kept cold, or they can quickly become dangerous. Dairy is rich in protein, calcium, and vitamins like B12 and D, all crucial for aging bodies. But those same nutrients make dairy a prime target for bacteria when stored improperly. Seniors with decreased stomach acid and weaker immunity are more vulnerable to these microbes. The consequences? More than just a sour taste or upset stomach. Spoiled dairy can lead to serious foodborne illness, which may go unnoticed until complications arise. The solution? Always store dairy in the coldest part of your fridge, not the door, and check expiration dates carefully. Once opened, reseal tightly and consume within the recommended timeframes. These simple storage tips might seem small, but they can have a big impact on your health, independence, and peace of mind, especially as we age. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, sometimes the smallest changes in your kitchen can make the biggest difference in your well-being.